Hi everyone, welcome to Lilybug's Library, and my name's Linda, or welcome back if you've been here before. So just a couple things to update you on today. The first was an arc, and I've been meaning to do this video on it for a couple of days, but it's coming out very soon, so I figured I better get with it. So it was from NetGalley, so thank you to them and to the author and publisher. And this one is from Julia London, and it's called Nice Work, Nora November. And I was so enchanted by this. It was such a sweet read. Nora November is a lawyer with her father's law firm. She never really wanted to be. She wanted to, she became a lawyer because he pushed for it. And then she thought she'd go into environmental law, whereas he's more of a personal injury lawyer. And so that was her thought, but her father's very overbearing and narcissistic and any of those other words I can think of. And he insisted that she work with him, and it's been torture. And she suffers from depression, and so her whole life was just not turning out the way that she expected. And then she has a near-death experience. And when she comes back from that, she's a changed person, and she knows that she needs to live for herself and not for her family. And so it's all about she makes what she calls a reverse bucket list. Because a bucket list is when you die, or things you want to do before you die, and she's already died. So now it's a reverse bucket list. And so she's trying to check everything off of that list that she's always really wanted to do and never has. So it was an excellent story. I just found, first of all, the author, when Nora first is going through the near-death experience, the author's interpretation of what heaven or the afterlife, whatever you want to call it, what it would be like was just so amazing and peaceful and warm, and just she describes it really well, and it certainly sounds like a place nobody'd ever want to leave. So anyway, that was really good. And then just Nora kind of having to deal with everything that goes with that, and finding out that even when you say that you want everything to change, it's not easy. It's always hard to create changes, especially when it involves, your family and sticking up for yourself and those sort of things. So really enjoyed it. Totally give it 5 out of 5 stars. And I would love to have more Nora November books. I don't know whether we're necessarily going to get those, but I thought it was really good. My first time reading this author too, so I would definitely read something else that she'd written. Really like her style of writing. So that was that one. So that was really good. And then I have managed to finish a couple of my cowboy ones. Mostly, I don't know as they were necessarily that short, but just did a lot of reading, I guess. So the one that I had forgot to mention, and I said I knew there was one more, but I couldn't remember what it was. It was called Dad Bod Cowboy. So it had good potential. I really was hoping to like it, but it was too short, and it was very much insta-love, which I don't really care for in books. It's not my favorite trope, and I would say, if I had to describe it, I would say it was more instant hookup than instant love. So there was lots of spice and a couple of good humorous moments, but not really a lot of substance. So I would give that one 3 out of 5. And the other one that I did manage to finish was called Wild Ride Cowboy, and that one I listened to on Audible. So that one also had lots of spice, but they did actually build a relationship, which was nice. So that one I would give 3.5 stars. So yeah, we're getting there, but so far I haven't read a cowboy one yet that is really grabbing my attention. I'm hopeful that the one I'm currently reading might be the one. We'll see. I've also got 2 or 3 other books on the go, so we'll talk about those when I finish them. But just wanted to give you a heads up on what I've managed to do so far. And today looks like it's going to be another rainy, kind of gray day, which is mostly what we had all weekend. So I think Dudley and I are just going to, get a few little things done around the house, and I have a couple of letters I need to write, so that's what we're going to be at today. Now, I could use some tips from anyone who has a long-haired cat, because I'm realizing that when I wash the clothes and then take them out of the dryer, they still have like clumps of cat hair on them. It's like it's just clinging to this instead of just, ending up in the dryer vent or, ending up in the bottom of the washer or something. Like this stuff is, I don't know, it's like kryptonite. It just clings to everything. So if anybody has any good tips as to, something that would help with that, let me know in the comments. And also if you've got a favorite cowboy romance that you want to recommend, let me know that in the comments as well. All right. Have a great day, friends. Bye-bye.